The cigarette manufacturing industry represents one of the most automated and precisely controlled production processes in the world. Modern factories produce billions of cigarettes daily, transforming raw tobacco leaves into uniform finished products through a complex series of mechanical operations. While smoking carries significant health risks, understanding the industrial process behind cigarette production reveals remarkable engineering and manufacturing precision. This exploration into cigarette factories examines the intricate journey from tobacco fields to packaged products, showcasing the technology that powers this massive global industry. Tobacco arrival and storage. The manufacturing process begins when tobacco arrives at the factory from farms around the world. Different varieties of tobacco, Virginia, Burley, Oriental, and others, come from various growing regions, each contributing unique flavors and characteristics. The dried tobacco leaves arrive in large bales or hogsheads, compressed packages that can weigh several hundred pounds each. Upon arrival, quality control specialists inspect samples from each shipment, checking moisture content, leaf quality, color, and aroma. This initial assessment determines how the tobacco will be used in various cigarette blends. The bales are then stored in climate-controlled warehouses where temperature and humidity are precisely maintained. Proper storage is essential. Too dry, and the leaves become brittle and lose flavor. Too moist, and they risk developing mold or fermentation issues. The threshing process. Before tobacco can be manufactured into cigarettes, it must undergo threshing, which separates the usable leaf lamina from the thick central stems. Modern threshing machines process tons of tobacco per hour, using rotating drums and screens to break apart the compressed bales and remove stems while keeping the valuable leaf portions intact. The threshing area generates significant dust and requires powerful ventilation systems to maintain air quality. Workers monitor the process continuously, making adjustments to ensure optimal separation without excessive leaf breakage. The removed stems aren't wasted. They're often processed separately to extract remaining tobacco components or used in reconstituted tobacco products. Blending. Cigarette manufacturing relies heavily on precise blending to create consistent products. Each cigarette brand has a proprietary blend recipe, mixing different tobacco types in specific proportions to achieve the desired flavor profile, burning characteristics, and nicotine content. Master blenders, with years of experience, oversee this critical stage. Computerized blending systems weigh and combine thousands of pounds of different tobacco varieties according to exact specifications. A typical blend might include 40% Virginia tobacco for sweetness, 30% Burley for body, 20% Oriental for aroma, and 10% reconstituted tobacco. The blend also incorporates various humectants, flavorings, and processing chemicals that affect moisture retention, burning rate, and taste. Conditioning and cutting. Blended tobacco enters large conditioning cylinders, where steam and heat bring it to optimal moisture, making leaves pliable and easier to cut. This process lasts from 30 minutes to several hours. Conditioned tobacco then moves to high-speed cutters, slicing leaves into fine strands called cut rag, usually 0.5 to 1.0 millimeters wide. Cut width influences burn and flavor. Finally, the tobacco receives casing and top dressing, liquid mixtures of humectants, sugars, and flavorings, sprayed evenly while mixing drums ensure uniform distribution. This precise conditioning, cutting, and flavoring process prepares the tobacco for consistent quality in finished cigarettes. The making machine. Modern cigarette machines are engineering feats, producing over 20,000 cigarettes per minute. Tobacco is spread evenly on a belt, held by suction, and formed into a continuous rod about 27 millimeters in circumference. Simultaneously, specialized cigarette paper unwinds from the massive reels designed for controlled porosity, burn rate, and strength. The tobacco rod is wrapped precisely in the paper, sealed with adhesive, and quickly dried. This automated, high-speed process ensures uniform cigarettes with consistent quality, combining precision engineering, material science, and speed in a single continuous operation, turning raw tobacco and paper into finished cigarettes efficiently and reliably. Fascinated by these incredible industrial processes? Don't forget to subscribe to Captain Discovery for more amazing factory tours and manufacturing secrets revealed. Cutting and filter attachment. The continuous tobacco rod is cut into individual cigarette lengths by a rotating knife system that makes thousands of cuts per minute with extraordinary precision. Each cigarette must be exactly the right length, typically 84 millimeters for king-size cigarettes, with variations of less than 0.5 millimeters. Most modern cigarettes include filters, which are manufactured in a parallel process. Filter production involves cellulose acetate fibers that are opened, mixed with plasticizers, and formed into continuous filter rods. These rods are wrapped in plug wrap paper and cut to length. The filter attachment process happens at incredible speeds. Cut cigarettes and cut filters are brought together with a small piece of tipping paper that wraps around both, creating the distinctive appearance of a filtered cigarette. The tipping paper receives printed designs, brand marks, and perforations that allow air dilution during smoking. Adhesive application and wrapping occur in fractions of a second for each cigarette. Quality control and inspection. Throughout the manufacturing process, sophisticated quality control systems monitor every aspect of production. Laser measurement systems check cigarette dimensions thousands of times per minute, automatically rejecting any cigarettes outside specification limits. Weight sensors ensure each cigarette contains the correct amount of tobacco, while firmness testers verify proper density. Automated vision systems inspect cigarette appearance, checking for proper filter attachment, tipping paper alignment, and any visible defects. Draw resistance testing ensures that air flows through the cigarette appropriately. Too much resistance makes the cigarette difficult to smoke, while too little affects the smoking experience. Chemical analysis laboratories continuously test samples from production, measuring moisture content, nicotine levels, and tar delivery. These tests ensure consistency, batch to batch, and compliance with regulatory standards. Advanced instrumentation can detect minute variations in chemical composition, triggering adjustments to the blending or manufacturing process when necessary. Packaging. After production, cigarettes move to high-speed packaging lines. They're grouped into 10 or 20, wrapped in foil or paper liners to maintain freshness, then packed into flip-top boxes or soft packs. Packaging machines fold cardboard around the cigarettes with precise adhesive application, and cellophane wrappers with tear strips are added. Packs are collected into cartons of 10, sealed, labeled with dates, batch codes, and warnings, then packed into larger shipping cases, usually 50 cartons each. Finally, palletizing robots stack the cases for storage and distribution. The entire process transforms loose cigarettes into ready-to-ship packs within seconds. The scale and speed of production. The numbers behind cigarette manufacturing are staggering. A single making machine can produce over 20,000 cigarettes per minute, meaning one machine generates more than 28 million cigarettes in a 24-hour period. Large factories operate multiple making machines simultaneously, producing billions of cigarettes weekly. The precision required is equally impressive. Despite these enormous production rates, modern factories maintain defect rates below 0.1%, meaning fewer than 1 cigarette per thousand has any quality issue. This level of quality control requires constant monitoring, instantaneous adjustments, and maintenance procedures that keep machines running at peak performance. Automation and technology. Modern cigarette factories are highly automated facilities requiring relatively few workers compared to historical operations. Computer systems control virtually every aspect of production, from tobacco blending ratios to packaging line speeds. Sensors throughout the factory collect data continuously, feeding information to central control rooms where operators monitor production metrics on large display screens. Want to explore more fascinating manufacturing processes? Hit that subscribe button on Captain Discovery and turn on notifications so you never miss our incredible factory tours. Predictive maintenance systems analyze machine performance data to schedule maintenance before breakdowns occur, minimizing production interruptions. Some facilities use artificial intelligence to optimize blending formulas, predict equipment failures, and improve overall efficiency.